ForgetMat. Wow, what a show. Absolutely breathtaking. Why don't we move over to the little satellite stage here for this interview. We wanted, once again, you to catch your breath. That is not
I'm good now. I'm good.
easy to do in the morning. I can imagine. Most of us have trouble getting up and trying to get dressed, as you can see myself here. Nevertheless, tell us a bit about where you're from and how it all started.
Right. So like my name is Mathieu Forget, but I go by ForgetMat. It's just my last name, my first name mixed together. It's not that complicated. But I grew up I was born in Paris. Grew up in Switzerland. Then I studied and I moved to the U.S. when I was 18. I studied there for 5 years. After that, went back to Paris for a little bit. Back to the U.S. again. So I'm kind of all international. Spent about 10 years over there, and here I am. I've been back in Europe in Paris for the last 3 years.
Absolutely amazing what you do. You seem to, I don't know, defy gravity with your art form. When did that all start, or how did you actually, find your art form?
Yeah, well, it's a long story. I'm going to try and make it short, but as you saw on the screens today, I'm a movement artist because that describes my work. I'm a photographer, I'm a dancer, and I'm an artistic director. So most of the videos and photos that you see out there are my photos and my visuals that I created.
Oh, like that one.
Exactly like that one. Well, that was actually yesterday. I have the same suit as you. I went to the Université of Luxembourg and I, tried to play with gravity. So this is, I don't know if you guys know this place, but this is a recreation of what the soil on the moon would look like. So they try to recreate exactly the atmosphere with the exact same light coming in. So it was very interesting because, for me, it was a way to challenge my creativity, do something a bit different, and I've never shot on the moon, and now I can say that I flew on the moon.
The first dancer on the moon, so to say.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess space, also in general, a topic for you. Is this something you're kind of interested in?
Yeah, well, I mean, I love all types of art forms, and and everything that tries to push boundaries. In a way, what I try to do with my work is basically how can I put my body in certain situations and try to change the perception of how we see the world, basically, and also create this kind of wow effect. And I think, space and the space industry in itself represents that. It's about going further. It's about trying new things, challenging ourselves as well. So, and because I'm always in the air, I think the next step will probably be for me to try and fly like on the in space or something. But no, it's something that I really enjoy, and I'm really happy to be here today to exchange with such talented people.
I was about to ask, what are your next steps? Like, what is up next for you after this show?
I would say, well, right now, as I told you, so a lot of the work that I create is available on my website, and I do a lot of exhibitions for the last 2-3 years. I've had a lot of people ask me about that. So the goal is to try and further the work, put it out in galleries and museums, and on my shop, So just
where can we see your stuff?
On my website, ForgetMat.com.
ForgetMat.com.
Yeah, exactly. And if you like what I do, also I'm very present on social media, so Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, because I really gained popularity because of social media. Showing kind of like the behind the scene of that photo. It gained me millions of followers and millions of views around the world by just showing that I jump in the air and I fall, and people, I don't know, thought it was funny, and they were like, oh, but the result is cool, so let's maybe follow you. And I'm also working with the Olympics, so towards 2024 Olympics, I think I'm working on a new series with athletes.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, so
is there anything you could show us here in closing? Like maybe, I don't know, any move you might
like to warm up everybody, to get the...
Would you be open for that?
Well, I think we can something very simple,
We'll just try it out.
You can stand up, you can sit down, but you can just almost put your arms out, don't hit your partner.
All right.
But it's when I did what I did in the beginning, this one, when I went like this, I'm gonna show you, right? So basically,
all right, let's try it.
Step number 1 is you go like this with your hand, right? So then you can show your kids and your friends. Step number 2, you're gonna do the tabletop. So tabletop is kind of hard. You put your elbow up. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of, exactly, see? You try and get that line.
That almost hurts.
Yeah, you go 1, 2, it hurts a bit. 3, go up, shoulder in your face, like you wanna kiss it almost, right? Then you go chest, other elbow, tabletop, hand, and this. And now you try, and it goes. So, and then you can kind of,
I'll just do this.
Yeah, that works as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for ForgetMat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.